Hi, I'm Nancy from Exceptional Travel, and I have just come back from a recent vacation that I thought I would share to you about. With COVID travel, things are pretty sketchy. The rules are changing constantly. Um, I was told one thing, and then 2 days later, it changed again. So you really need to be up on those rules. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us here at Exceptional Travel, and we'd be more than happy to help you out. That's our job, and we want everybody to have a wonderful vacation. So, I'll start by saying that every island or country are having different rules. Even Alaska and Hawaii are having rules about COVID-19 and traveling into their states. So, the best thing to do is to go to your local WEDCO and get your test. Now, be careful though, before you travel. Um, Barbados was 72 hours prior. Jamaica is 10 days prior. So uh, you really need to know the details. But WEDCO is very helpful. They provide a free PCR test, which is different than most of the rapid tests. So you want to make sure that you know that you're getting the right test. Um, because if you have the wrong one, it's not going to work. The results don't come back for 48 hours, and it can be a little nerve-wracking because you're flying out the next day, like we were. We were nervous about getting that uploaded, but we did. We uploaded it to the Barbados website, showing them that we were negative. And then when we got to the airport, everybody was wearing their masks. They actually had two nurses um, making sure that you didn't have a temperature before you even walked in to the airport. Then you kindly go through customs. They are holding your passports up to the glass, so they're not touching your passport. They're not touching your documents. And then once you went around on the other side, the nurses would go through all the details with you, and there was a bit of confusion there, and it did take us quite a while to get through the airport. So really, if you're going to travel during COVID, have patience because you're going to need it. So once we got up to the nurses, we had to again show them our paperwork of our negative COVID test. We had to explain to them how we were going to stay on resort and self quarantine. They wanted us to take our temperature twice a day and keep record of it. So if they called, we could give them the information. Um, there was a bit of confusion that it stated that you could not come back to America without that, and that is not true. Delta and American have been very helpful, but it is really up to the country or the states that you are traveling to. So we'd be more than happy to help you if you need some information about that. So if you are going to travel off the property, or say you're staying 7 or 10 days, you probably will want to leave the property. So Sandals is offering that you can have somebody come on property and they'll take your test for you for a cost. The range, I believe, is anywhere from $75 to $150 per person. But our friends, they just went into town with a $50 cab ride and took the test for free. They had two lines, one for tourists and one for locals, so they never intermixed. And they said it was very simple. And then they got an email with the results. And once you have had two negative test results, then you are welcome to travel about the island and maybe do a few short excursions. So please be careful with those details. And of course, if you are not feeling well, do not travel at all. There's just no sense in it. You're just going to be making people nervous. So, one thing I really liked about Sandals, because almost all their resorts are open now. I think there's just maybe two that are not opening until January because they took the advantage of being closed and actually remodeled and painted and, did some different things to resorts. And one of the things that they placed in here in our room was the cleaning touch points. I really liked this. It made me feel safer to know that they care about their employees and their guests coming. So when you arrive, they've already cleaned your room and they put a seal on the door. And that seal is not broken until you break it, the client. So you know there's been no last minute maid service, there's no gentleman that's been in there to fix your light bulb. You know it has been clean and certified. So that is a great way to do it. Sandals has done a really good job. They've also taken away most of the bar stools at all the bars. And I hate to say, even like Punta Cana, no swim up bars are going on at the moment. But that was okay. We social distanced and we had just 6 of us in our group and that hung out. Some people wore masks all the time, other people did not. Um, all the employees at Sandals did wear their masks, and some had gloves, and they were very, accommodating about keeping that 6 foot um, personal space for people. So I was very happy with the service at Barbados and how they really thought of a lot of details. I'm felt very confident about traveling again with Sandals Resorts, Delta, and American Airlines. They are working hard to help us have a vacation. Um, did want to mention a little bit about Sandals properties. If you really want to social distance within your group, you have the availability to do that with a suite, or maybe your room has your own plunge pool or your suite. Um, the restaurants, they've taken out the buffets. Everything is ordered a la carte. They have hand sanitizers everywhere. They do require you to use the hand sanitizer as you walk into the restaurants. Um, let's see. Oh, another good point is we always travel with our Yetis to have our, drinks put in so they stay cool at the pool and things like that. They were not allowed to touch our Yeti. They weren't able to take the top off or hold it up to the Coke machine and pour the water in. They would make the drink and then they would give it to you, and then you could touch your own personal things. And they moved all the chairs apart at the beach and around the swimming pools. The restaurants, they again will skip tables or they have taken some tables out. So I must say that, I know it's a pandemic, but will I travel soon? I will be traveling soon. I really need to go home for a family matter in Massachusetts. My partner, Teresa, is headed off to Jamaica tomorrow. I would like to head back down to Miami soon and enjoy that. So just, you know, keep your patience, wash your hands, try not to touch your face at any time. And I think traveling is pretty safe at the moment with all the measures that they have put in place to keep us safe. If you have any questions, again, feel free to give Teresa or I a call at Exceptional Travel here in Georgetown. And when she gets back, she will have a few things to say, I'm sure, as Jamaica is different. As I said, all of them are doing different things. And look for our next video. And thank you for stopping by today. Oh, and please visit our new updated website, exceptionaltravelshop.com. We have a big section on sandals and beaches. They are wonderful resorts, all inclusive, luxury resorts, and a big section on Alaska travel. I am an Alaska expert as well. And I think maybe if people do travel, that they might be traveling locally. And we have lots of ideas that we can help you with that. So I guess that's it. You have a great day, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.